Gentlemen, let's talk about permissions. You don't need anyone's permission to write the rules to your own life. You don't. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's an entire system, a structure out here that puts us all in a place. Are you sure about that?
You're watching Hammerhand, the MGTOW monk.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, gentlemen. Hammerhand, the MGTOW monk. Back at you. One mo again. Yo, man. Yo. It's another struggle video. I saw somebody say that the other day. Like, this motherfucker's always making them car videos. It's a struggle video. I'm actually comfortable in my car. So let's struggle together. You don't need permission to rewrite the rules. Now, I know what you're going to say, but a lot of people are saying that right now, and they're like, well, that's not true. That's just that's bullshit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, I practice what I preach. I do exactly what I need to do to make sure that my life is what I want it to be. And not all of those things fit neatly and comfortably into this absurd system. They just don't. But I will tell you one thing. I do enjoy looking around, trying to find things to rewrite. Well, that's for all of the people out there that don't like the finger pointing. Get bent. Cheers. It's tea. Good tea. Oh, I got a lot of people out there concerned about my health. Thank you. Folks, look around you. Look at all of the stuff that's out here. Look at all the things that are out here that are designed to get your attention. And by getting your attention, making short work of your paycheck, your wallet, whatever it is that you do to get your financial independence, that financial fluidity. Whether it's working a job, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you were born with a silver spoon, I ain't hating on you. But everybody else is, and they want your money. They want your time. They want your effort. The rules that are out here exist because somebody benefits from them. Write your own rules. Make the rules for your life. Now, if I could give a small piece of advice, don't fall into the same traps that all of these other people are falling into when they start writing the rules to their life. And you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'm going to clear it up for you. It's these females out here. It's the people that enable the females out here with their wild, ridiculous, absurd, completely unfounded expectations of a man, of life, of job situations, of everything. Everything. Every fucking thing. They have written themselves into, painted themselves into, positioned themselves into the only corner in the room. That's what they've done. They'll tell you, there ain't no good men. All the good men are taken. No, they're not. All the good men are out here still. They're out here doing the same things that they've always been doing. They're just not doing it with you because they chose to rewrite the rules of their life. Why did they do that? Why would men, almost as a collective, pick up and jettison the shit that goes with women and the female expectation? Why would they do that? Are you ready? Because it no longer benefits them in any way. And then you have the delusional that will come forward and with a straight face say, well, I mean, I brought this to the table. This is the reward. And they believe it. When men look at other men out here in the manosphere and they say to them, you're the prize, they're not kidding. And that's not the same level of delusion, although there is some delusion in that. It's not the same level of delusion that the female has. You see, the female didn't write their own rules. They adopted the script. That's what they did. The rules were written for them, and they were like, God damn, that sounds like a good deal. Just eject motherfuckers from the house and you're going to cut me a check? Cool. Couple decades later, God damn, I can't be penalized for divorce, so I can divorce for any fucking reason under the sun and have no accountability? God damn, that's a good one. We're going to do that too. Let's eat some more. All the while, the fuckery of Title 4D and the child support, the child extortion support court system, that's not real, by the way, folks. Now, I know somebody out there, somebody's going to say, well, I'm paying child support. It's coming out of my check. It's pretty fucking real. It's because you chose it. And you're going to get mad as fuck at me that I just said that. But if you sit down, do a little bit of studying, a little bit of looking, you will come to find out that you marched into a courtroom, some bitch handed you a stack of papers to waive your rights, and you signed them. You chose it. It's something that I didn't want to believe years and years and years ago. I thought that it was all part of the plan, that's the way that it was just done. That's the way it's supposed to be. You're a bad man if you don't go out there and just sign your whole goddamn life away. That's not the way it is. So I started writing my own rules, and I started discovering things and figuring things out. Now I don't pay child support anymore because there's no such thing. Now I've got my son. Right back there. You see? Now I have next to nothing to do with the blood-sucking whores. I only run into them out here in the daylight. Because like a vampire, well, I tuck myself away at night. They come out. Always looking for something to suck dry. Always. It doesn't matter if they're normal women. What the fuck is that? Lesbian women? Tranny women? Doesn't make any difference what they are. Whatever they call themselves. They're always looking for something to suck dry. They adopted the script. If you write rules for your life, you're going to throw a big fucking monkey wrench into their script, into their plan. And that reverberates all the way through the state, the local, the federal levels of these laws. Well, not actually laws. Statutes. Statutes. They're like rules. Guidelines. They're not enforceable. Not many of you know that, which is shocking because there are lots of very decent people out here that are preaching on it every fucking day. Every day of the week. You know what I'm saying? It's more than one way to skin a cat. Not that I'd want to, because I love cats. Write your own rules, gentlemen. You want to go out? Go out. You want to do something nice? Go do something nice. You want to spend a little money on yourself? Spend a little money on yourself. You want to save your money? That's a better idea. Save your money. You want to look into things that you can invest in? That's a good idea. You want some solid assets, not fiat currency? That's a good idea too. Gold, silver, platinum. Although you can't get platinum, silver's almost non-existent right now at this point in time, and gold is bearing all the brunt of those bond yields. So yeah, a lot of people are listening. A lot of people that are in the financial know are listening. And there's a lot of people out there that like to panic and victimize and throw trash and smoke at other people and act like they know what they're talking about. And they don't really. And that's too bad. Instead of becoming informed, a little more educated on the way that things work and trying to take advantage of some of that, what do? They fall right into the same system that's robbing them on both ends of their life. And that's some bullshit. Shouldn't do that. Just my opinion. You know me, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I will tell you what I do. You know, and from time to time I do that. When you write your own rules, you get to play life on your terms. Maybe not 100%, but I have said many, many times, I'll take that life that gets me 80% of what I want, what I need. I'll take that life. You see? I'll take that life. I can't tell you how many people I have seen throw away the 80% of everything that they've ever asked for because that other 20% wasn't there. They had to put some fucking elbow grease in to get it. And that's where you're at now with the youth of the world. Not just the youth here or in Canada or in Mexico. It's the youth of the world. People are standing around waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I'm sitting here wondering why they haven't seen it. It's already happened. It's already happened. These people will play by the rules. Rules is a colloquial term for cage, by the way. Because their rules cage you. Their rules enrich them, put them in the highest places in all of creation. Ever. 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 And it keeps you just barely above water. You get a nice boot in the face every once in a while. You get stomped out a couple of times a year, but you're grateful to be go to somebody else and work for fucking 45 or 55 hours a week. That is their rule. That's their rule. I know somebody's going to say, but wait now. You got a job. So aren't you playing by their rules? Yeah. Yeah. And that's the price that you pay for not doing things for yourself. If I had only had the ability to think this way, or had been raised with the ability to think this way, I can't imagine where life would have taken me or where I would have gone to take advantage of life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for the time being, I still do have to have a job. Like most of you watching right now, I have no doubt in my mind. But like I mentioned in the last video and a few videos before that, I know hundreds of millionaires. Me personally. Now, I don't rub elbows with them. I don't go out to dinners with them. But they're all probably people that you know or have heard of. And guess what they do? Everything that I just said. They write their own rules. Even millionaires have to work to keep their money. Billionaires have to work to keep their billions. You see? Is it unfair? I guess it depends on your perspective. Does somebody else's money and property and possession make you unhappy? If it does, then you've got some questions to ask yourself. And some concerning questions at that. I've been in the company of billionaires, millionaires, and one trillionaire in my life. And I can tell you that opulence makes me uncomfortable. And sometimes you don't know if you're shaking the hand of the devil or somebody that has actually put in the work. Sometimes. It's funny. I never had the desire out there, ever, to chase or hoard money or resources. I knew that that would be a full-time job. I knew that it would take precedence over everything else in my life that I wanted. A family, kids, the white picket fence, the illusion, the dream. Collecting, modeling, all the things that I do, fishing, going to races. Some of those things I don't do anymore. But I knew that I had to make a choice. I knew that from a very, very early age. And I chose to be happy. That's what I chose. To be happy comes with certain sacrifices. To choose to go out and pursue money, entrepreneurship, philanthropy, that comes with sacrifices. To choose to wait until you're 35 to birth children comes with sacrifices. There's nothing in life that doesn't come without a price tag, even when you're being told that it's free and for your benefit. Everything has a price. Everything. The check always comes due. Always. So go write the rules to your life and